Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in, and for those of you who haven't visited the channel, welcome to X Rides Cars. Today, we'll go ahead and take a look at this 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300. So this will be a full take of the C300. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as well as show you a bunch of the unique aspects in both the interior as well as the exterior. And so, we'll go ahead and get started. The C300 comes standard with a remote smart key access system, so all you have to do is simply keep the key fob in your pocket and locate the sole portion on the door handle to lock and unlock the vehicle. To lock, just tap anywhere blue on the handle. As you lock the vehicle, the mirrors do fold in. Then after waiting a second, just grab the handle and it automatically unlocks the vehicle. The exterior color is known as Lunar Blue Metallic, featuring a full black MB Tex leatherette upholstery. You also have dark satin finish wood trim with silver accents. Along with that smart key system, the C300 also comes standard with remote push-button ignition. All you have to do to start is simply put your foot on the brake and hit the silver lined button to start. Beautiful sound from that 4-cylinder engine. The C300 comes standard with speed proportional electromechanical rack and pinion power steering on a 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel with multifunction controls on the top 2 spokes. The new C300 now comes standard with a 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic transmission using the stock on the right-hand steering column. You go down for drive, up for reverse, half a click up for neutral, and of course the button on the right-hand side of the stock is how you put the car in park. When the power is on, the drive and reverse functions will not work because the engine is not running. Along with that, if you put the vehicle in reverse, you will have a backup camera with guidance lines which automatically adjust as you turn the wheel. And so we'll go ahead and flip on the automatic headlights, as well as the hazards. All the windows are fully automatic. So we'll go ahead and check out the exterior, shall we? The original compact luxury car ever produced by Mercedes-Benz was the W201 generation Mercedes-Benz 190, which was first introduced in 1982. It featured Pentalink suspensions, front and rear anti-roll bars, anti-dive, anti-squat geometry with airbags, ABS brakes, and seatbelt pretensioners. The W201 enjoyed really good sales in Europe, but it did not sell well in the United States. Production of the W201 ended in 1993 with over 1.8 million units sold, and it was succeeded by the W202 generation car, which was marketed as the C-Class as of May 1993. The C-Class sedan was the company's entry-level model up until 1997, when the A-Class was launched, except for the United States and all of North America, where the C-Class remained the entry-level until 2013, when the first CLA class was introduced. Styling themes were carried from the previous W201 series, but the new series had a smoother and rounder design than the W201. The W202 was also the first ever Mercedes-Benz vehicle to follow their current naming scheme. Previously, models were badged with numbers followed by letters, like 190E. Starting with the W202, Mercedes-Benz chose to make all models use the letter before the number, for example C180 or C220. This naming scheme was applied to all models in 1993. In 1995, the C-Class received its first genuine performance model, the C36 AMG, which was to compete with the new six-cylinder BMW M3. Developed with AMG, the tuning house that had now become a subsidiary of Daimler-Benz, it had racing-tuned suspension and in the US a 4-speed automatic gearbox, followed by a 5-speed automatic. In late 1997 for the 98 model year, AMG released a new flagship 5-speed automatic transmission. A new flagship for the C-Class, the C43, powered by a 4.3-liter V8, unlike the C36, which was in fact a ready-to-sell C280 disassembled for tuning at the AMG factory. The 43 was the first AMG car to be completely assembled at the Mercedes factory after the acquisition of AMG by Daimler-Benz in 1998. The C43 was the first C-Class to be equipped with a Mercedes-Benz V8 engine as well. In 1997, the C-Class was given a small midlife freshening with new darker rear taillight lenses, new wheel rims, as well as subtle interior trim changes, including on the door moldings. The exterior radio antenna was no longer fender mounted and was integrated into the rear glass. The front and rear bumpers were also reshaped, color-coded skirts were also fitted. The revised C200 and C230 models were fitted with a supercharger and denoted on the trunk lid as a compressor or supercharger in German. The second generation C-Class or W203 generation was unveiled during March of 2000, going on sale in September that year. The sedan debuted with a range of inline 4-cylinder and V6 petrol engines and inline 4 and 5-cylinder diesels. Most of the engines were carried over from the W202 except for the C320, which had an exclusive engine. The diesels then featured common rail direct fuel injection and variable geometry turbochargers. 6-speed manual transmissions were now standard for the entire range except for the C320. Mercedes-Benz debuted a coupe variant in October of 2000, labeled the C-Class Sport Coupe, and given the model designation CL203. The US model, labeled as C230 Compressor, became available for the 2002 model year. The third body variant, a station wagon codenamed S203, arrived in 2001. Then in 2002 for the 2003 model, a new family of supercharged 4-cylinder engines dubbed M271 debuted for the entire C-Class range. Along with the C-Class estate, or wagon, the Sport Coupe was discontinued in Canada and the US after 2005. The Sport Coupe continued on sale in other markets until 2008. From October 2000 until 2007, a total of 230,000 Sport Coupes were built in the Bremen factory and in Brazil. As of September 2006, over 2 million C-Class vehicles had been sold since March 2000, with 1.4 million sedans, 330,000 wagon, and 283,000 sports coupes since spring of 2001. The C-Class W203 was refreshed in 2004. In North America, the refresh took effect for the 2005 model year. The interior styling was changed in all 3 body styles, the instrument cluster was revised to display a set of analog gauges, and the center console and audio systems were revised. A fully integrated iPod connection kit was available as a better Bluetooth phone system made optional. For the North American market C230, the sport package was made standard, which included AMG edition bumpers, side skirts, and a rear spoiler. Over 30% of total sales occurred in Germany and over 20% in the United States. The last W203 sedan was produced in December of 2006 at the Sindelfingen plant, although U.S. market sedans were made as late as March of 2007. The W204 C-Class was introduced during January of 2007 and later at the 2007 Geneva Motor Show. Sales started in late March of 2007 in almost all European countries. The W204 had an extended wheelbase and tracks, a stiffer body shell, and a design inspired by the W221 S-Class, and some design elements taken from the C219 CLS class. In December of 2010, Mercedes released some photos and details of the W204 facelift, with the vehicle officially unveiled at the 2011 Detroit Auto Show and later at the Auto Shanghai 2011. This facelift also introduced a coupe version as well, which was not originally sold. The W204 experienced enormous success in the market. It was the second best-selling compact executive or luxury car in Canada and the US after the BMW E93 series, and is the most popular mid-price sedan in Mexico. In 2012, the W204 C-Class was featured in the top 10 best-selling cars in Britain with over 37,000 cars sold, a first for Mercedes-Benz, although just behind its rival, the F33 series, at 44,000 cars sold. Mercedes-Benz sold over 2.4 million W204 cars worldwide, and it was the brand's best-selling vehicle. The current W205 C-Class was officially unveiled in 2013 and also debuted at the 2014 North American International Auto Show. W205 production commenced on February 2014 at the Bremen plant. European sales began in March of that year, while the vehicle went on sale in North America later in September, and in South Africa March of 2015. As the Mercedes CLA class, released in April of 2013, took over being the entry-level sedan, or really a four-door coupe, in Mercedes' lineup of cars, Mercedes decided to make the W205 C-Class larger than its predecessor and more like the W222 S-Class, thus making it a mini S-Class. The C205 C-Class Coupe debuted at the 2015 Frankfurt Auto Show, known as the IAA Motor Show, and its appearance of the leans heavily on that of the sedan. The two share the same basic front-end styling treatment, though to the leading edge of the doors. From the back, the second-generation C-Class Coupe closely mimics the design of the S-Class Coupe. The interior uses the same dashboard and switchgear as the C-Class sedan. But the C-Class Coupe receives unique front sport seats with integral headrests as well as two individual rear seats. There is also a standard automatic belt feeder, similar to that used by the E-Class Coupe and S-Class Coupe. Mercedes-Benz's first ever C-Class Cabriolet or convertible was revealed at the 2016 Geneva Motor Show. Based on the C-Class Coupe, the 4-seat soft top keeps the same basic dimensions of the coupe, but is marginally taller due to the mechanisms and the top size. The facelift versions were released in 2018 for the 2019 model year, which is what this particular vehicle is. Changes include halogen headlamps plus LED DRLs as standard, with an option for the LED high-performance headlamps or the multi-beam LED headlamps with the ultra-range high-beam units, which this car does contain. It can be equipped with a 12.3-inch infotainment display and a 10.25-inch freestanding infotainment display. There are semi-autonomous features such as active lane assist, active emergency stop assist, and active steering assist. Mercedes' Distronic feature uses satellite data to control the cruising speed. You get an updated interior design with silver elements. The car also got new color options for the interior, namely magma gray, black, and saddle brown. The steering wheel now features touchpads, which first debuted in the 2017 E-Class, controlling both displays, and the optional center console touchpad now features taptic feedback. You get a new energizing comfort control system that links the climate control, air fragrance, and seat heating. ventilation, and massage functions. You also get a 9-speed 9G-tronic transmission, which has remained standard on all but the most basic of models, which are not offered in the US. Same should also apply with the AMG C63 as well. As far as exterior features, you have a chrome grille with silver accents, full LED high-performance headlights, new for the facelift model of the C-Class, black and silver dual-tone wheels, turn signal mirrors, chrome trim across the sides, door handles, and lower section. You also have all new LED taillights, polished exhaust tips, and chrome trim. The C300 comes with 18 by 8.5 inch 20-spoke alloy wheels with black accents, running on 245/40 R18 tires. You also get front and rear ventilated disc brakes with anti-locking, electronic brake distribution, as well as active brake assist. The C300 comes standard with an independent McPherson strut front suspension, as well as an independent multi-link rear suspension with front rear stabilizer bars, coil springs, as well as gas pressurized shock absorbers. This vehicle is a length of 184.5 inches, a width of 71.3 inches, as well as a height of 56.8 inches, running on a 111.8 inch wheelbase. Total curb weight can be around 3,472 pounds. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood. The current Mercedes-Benz C300 comes standard with a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. It produces 255 brake horsepower at 5,800 RPM, as well as 273 pound-feet of torque at 1,800 RPM. 0 to 97 kilometers an hour or 0 to 60 miles an hour is rated at 5.7 seconds, with a top speed limited to 130 miles per hour. This car is rear-wheel drive with a 17.4-gallon tank requiring 91 octane or 95 round petrol fuel. EPA estimated miles per gallon ratings are 23 city and 34 highway. C-Class is pretty nice inside. You have power windows, locks, and mirrors. Seat controls are on the door, and you also have 3-person memory for the driver's seat. You have a trunk opener and heated seats as well. So we'll go ahead and shut her up. While the C300 here does have a standard sound system, it does sound pretty nice. You do have side curtain airbags, illuminated vanity mirrors with a card holder. You have an auto-dimming rearview mirror. You have full controls up here for reading lights, SOS, sunglass compartment. You do have a full sunroof. It's also fully automatic. You have a full navigation system. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you also have radio, media, phone, vehicle system settings, etc. You also have your dynamic select. You have drive modes, because there's also Eco, Sport, and Sport Plus. You have your air vents, dual zone climate control with AC. pretty nice. Well, power's on, so that's why not right now working. You have navigation, radio, media controls, you have hazard switch, and you have an analog clock. You have 2 cup holders, and along with that, you also have your ashtray and lighter, which can also become a 12-volt power outlet. Other command controls, including your dynamic settings, auto start-stop. Inside the center console, you have an SD card slot, 2 USB ports. As far as steering wheel, you have all sorts of various features, including various controls on your sides, and these are also new. Volume control, talk, help.
This device cannot be voice operated. For which functions do you want help? Cancel.
You also have your call controls as well, gear shifter, you have turn signals, and also you have blind spot assist, wiper controls, headlight controls, fog lights. You also have your electronic parking brake. You pull to activate and put your foot on the brake and pull to deactivate. Alright, go ahead and shut her down. So we'll go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? The back seat in the C300 is pretty nice. Pretty decent legroom. Cup holder on the side. Storage pocket. 12-volt power outlet in the rear. Center console. And 2 cup holders. The Mercedes C300 does have a good amount of cargo space for its size. You get a good 12.6 cubic feet or 47.7 liters of total space. Now you do of course have the comfort box, which is actually a pretty nice feature to have because this is actually optional, but it's excellent for convenience. You also have other roadside assistance kits and of course your jack storage and spare tire storage underneath as well. You will also have other things such as cargo nets. This C300 also has a full power tailgate as well, which is actually a handy feature to have. The passenger seat features the same functions as the driver's side, except for the front section of the seat and the 3-person memory. Nice glove box compartment. The C300 is a pretty nice vehicle overall. It is that compact car, but also has the luxury that a standard compact car will not have. This is why this car is defined as a very popular car, but also more luxurious. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video of the 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where all this came from, and be sure to subscribe today and check out all the future content coming to X Rides Cars. Take care, everybody.